Last week at the Pepsi 400 in Michigan, Big Dick Ramsbottom put his stamp on the NASCAR Winston Cup Series season with his second win at that racetrack this year. He was unstoppable from the outset, making hot moves and fingering his way through the top 10 elite drivers. After the final round of pit stops, Dick had to track down Tony Stewart. And with encouragement from Hulk Hogan, Dick passed the smoke in the final laps and brought home those checkers. Jeremy Mayfield pinches Dick right there. Tony Stewart squeezes Dick under the inside.
Oh boy. A stain on the face of Austin. That's it. Without honor. He got him. We've got a new world champion.
But folks, the mountain Big Dick has to climb is still massive. You see there on the Oscar Mayer Hot Wieners quest for the Cup point standings with 12 races to go. Jeff Gordon and Dale Jarrett didn't have bad days at Michigan. And Dick needs some bad days from those boys. He could probably take over Tony Stewart eventually. But we're hoping for DNFs from Dale Jarrett and Jeff Gordon, folks. That's the only way this is possible for Big Dick. All right, folks, not a lot of time for chit-chat here. Dick has 2 qualifying laps. Ward Burton right now has a 15.8 on the pole. Dick's having trouble getting out of the track, folks. You're seeing that from that Dick Lickers race cam. Brought to you by Dick Lickers. Looks like he didn't incur any damage scraping the inside wall. All right, Dick, you got to figure this out. Remember, straighten the wheel, but, don't. Stop hitting the apron, idiot. Here's his preparation hot lap, folks. Preparation H hot lap, folks. Maybe he should have prepared and practiced a little bit. All right, coming out of 4, just forget everything you've ever been taught and just go for it. A 16 flat, folks. He slams the wall. We'll see, folks. It's not going to be too bad. You might have an idea where Big Dick's starting right now. But first, we got to do this intro. We're here at the GoRacing.com 500. Okay, year 2000 was wild. We're here at Bristol Motor Speedway, the greatest arena, the last great Coliseum. Let's take a look at these the grid. Dale Jarrett ended up getting that pole with a 15.841. Ward Burton had the pole when Dick was qualifying, but he's down there now starting P5. Big names, Dale Jarrett on the pole. Jeff Gordon, P11. Big Dick Ramsbottom, P17, starting on the inside of row 9. Besides Steve Park, folks. Big Dick being on the inside, that's... it always feels good, you know? Always feels good. And it's good to see here, under the lights. Very sexually charged GoRacing.com 500 tonight, folks. Glad you're with us here on Ass World. Brett Bodine in that number 11 Ralph's Ford, starting on the tail end of the field. He'll be lapped here in about 8 seconds. Let's get underway. Better pattern. Let's get at her, folks. Dick already flying on the inside. The GoRacing.com 500. Underway here under the lights. This isn't your grandfather's Bristol. It is. But this is not the kind of Bristol we ran early in the season, folks. Of course, that's before we moved to the NASCAR Racing 2 dedicated build. That's just, that's racing lingo, folks. You can feel the tension right now in the air. You can cut it with a knife. Dick slow and steady. Might not win the race, but might help you win the points race. All right, Dick, avoid that inside wall. That's step one. If you need some advice, I know you had a boner about Hulk Hogan being your hype man last race, but he's not here. I hope he isn't. Dick got to the track this weekend, and NASCAR surprised him with a difficulty bump. I'm not sure he was too happy about that, but it doesn't seem to be affecting that number 27 Dr. Pepper Ford right now. As we said in the starting grid, folks, Brett Bodine will be lapped very shortly, if he's still back there. And it bears repeating, as we always talk about at Bristol, we might not be able to bring you all of the hot action. Tony Stewart pinches Dick onto the outside wall. He has Matt Kenseth underneath him right now. Be careful, Dick, Jesus. Oh. It's just terrifying watching Dick battle right now. I'll let my emotions get the best of me there, folks, but we're all right. All right, Dick's finally settling in here. This difficulty's pretty good. Dick, you were doing fine early. Stop being a baby. Hit your marks. Forget about Jeff Gordon in your rearview mirror. I know it's terrifying, but stop thinking about it. And remember to look at the top of the screen so you don't get dizzy. All right, folks. That's it for me from right now. For right now. We'll send it down to Big Dick Ramsbottom in that Dick Lickers race cam.
Thanks, Andre. Good intro. I gotta hit these marks. I don't think the damage from the Tony Stewart thing is gonna be affecting me. Yeah, I just ran a 15.7. That's kind of what I want to be running right now with them. Yeah, 15.9. And I'm being a little bit of a chicken shit right now. Trying to keep Jeff Gordon at bay. Tango PB is a 15.5 something. I just ran a 15.6, so I'm not damaged. I just gotta stay strong and survive here. Leaders are already lapping cars up there, it looks like. Man, Jeff Gordon was just waiting for me to make a mistake. I'll just do a crossover. What's Jeff Gordon think this is? Pit window's actually in the mid 40s. They'll give us 2 pit stops. We've got a slow car ahead. We'll see if that's important. I don't think it is. I didn't see my standings change when I passed that car on pit road. So it must be somebody from the tail end of the field. yeah, we turned this difficulty up because I loaded everything from the Tango season. I got out on the track and was just crushing them in practice. No, Jeff Gordon. I love it. Any mistake I make, Jeff Gordon's there to take advantage of it. Yeah, just the lap times here are so tight. Qualifying is really a crapshoot. And then running during the race, the end of the pit window and everything, we shouldn't really see a huge difference as far as them coming back to me, as I always talk about. Maybe I turn into a PB this race and I won't even know it. I'm not looking at that over there at all. All right, here we go. Trying to just stay away from Tony Stewart up there. Stay away from Dale Jr. What's Mike Skinner doing with Scott Pruitt? Yikes, Mike Skinner. All right, we're in the Hornet's nest right now, but pit stop's coming soon. I can't get under Mike Skinner right now, man. There we go.
Clear high. That car behind you, pole position, car high.
All right.
Clear.
About 10 laps from pit stops.
That car behind you, pole position. That car's a lap down.
No time for field summaries and everything. This race.
Car high. Clear. Clear high.
Again, you don't dictate when we do Legs run summaries, brought to you by Legs, the official pantyhose of NASCAR. I do. I dictate that. Just worry about running your race right now, Dick. You're running P7 right now. Not bad, but you're kind of a failure. You've been making some moves, good for you, whatever. Just crying nonstop. Ricky Rudd in the lead here, folks. I'm sorry, my emotions get the best of me here. I'm still jammed up about Hogan, Hulk Hogan coming in here. The immortal Hulk Hogan. Yeah, apparently not immortal. But nobody is. Nobody's immortal. Jeff Bodine was at DNF early in the race there, folks. You probably saw that on the Asworld simulcast.
Sorry, Jimmy Spencer. He flew down into my. That is not my fault.
Where do you even get that nickname from? I've been asking around. It's not what you think. He has a.
All right.
I don't know. I was talking to some. Okay, listen. He before he turned heel on me with Hogan, me and him had some chats, and he was talking about how he thinks he has like an average size wiener, but probably a little bit below average, because he's saying, like, guys, they don't see normal wieners everywhere. Like, they just see wieners in adult films that they maybe accidentally watch. So they have no real good frame of reference, so their only chance is to ask a woman that they're betting, like, hey, what's my size situation? What's a lady gonna say? Like, oh, listen, you're fighting an uphill battle here, brother. No, they're gonna say, it's the average, which probably, bless their heart, probably means it's below average. And that's probably what
All
Dick's
right,
dealing with.
we let Andre talk there, but a lot of chaos unfolded. Pit stops happened a little earlier than I thought. I got to turn off repairs. I don't know. I mean, Jimmy Spencer just dove down. Wasn't expecting it at all.
Go, 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 go. Watch your speed now. Keep it on 4,000. 4,000.
I wonder how. I know the front of my car's beat up. I'm not sure if I'm going to be losing any speed here. We'll find out. Especially with real wide open track right here, pretty much.
Okay, the leader is hitting now. That car in front of you is pole position. Car low, clear low. Car low, clear. You've got a slow car ahead. Car low.
All right, stop telling me about the slow car. Tell me where Bobby Labonte is, please. I just want to make sure I still have speed in the car here.
You've got a slow car ahead.
15.9. I think I've lost some speed. Just enough to be annoying.
You're now at the top 10. That's the way to hustle. Keep digging.
Piss.
That car in front of you is pole position.
Come on, give me a 15. Get me back to the 15.7 range. All right, 15.8. That's doable. What we got here? Elliott Sadler's beat up and holding up the show. Is he just forever beat up on the track, or is he pitting? I don't know. Yeah, 15.8, not awful. All right, that was a pretty good 1 and 2. What is Bobby Labonte doing, man? All right, 15.7. man.
Fortune smiles upon you, Dick. During that wreck with Jimmy Spencer, you took out Dale Jarrett. Bill Elliott had a brakes issue somewhere, folks. Not important. We're probably only going to show those top 10 drivers if they have problems, especially Bristol. Bristol, oh boy, I'm dizzy just watching Dick flying around the track down here below me. I'm up here in this press box with my kilt and my pantyhose, still wearing that blonde wig that I got at Watkins Glen. And I also, this week, you know, it's hot down here in Bristol, Tennessee. We're in the South, and my lips were drying up, and I went to put on some chapstick, but it turns out it was Michelle Pfeiffer's been hanging out with Big Dick at all the tracks now. Great gal. But she had put her lipstick down on the table here, and I had applied it instead of the chapstick. So I'm wearing lipstick right now, too. It did the job. Like, my lips aren't chapped right now. What can you do? Hot action. Dale Jarrett's so thick. And then we got Jeff Gordon, P20 right now. Probably making a big Jeff charge here soon, but. All right, let's send it back down. Let's see what Dick's talking about.
All right, thanks, Andre. How about that there was a battle of me and Ken Schrader a few laps ago. Okay, we got a trouble in turn 4. Let's slow her down. All right, we got big points names there. Ken Schrader just he won't go away. I had to rattle his cage there. I didn't rattle his cage as much as I just like threw him off of a bridge. Almost took out Ken. Okay, I'm a menace right now on the track. But Ken Schrader, I'm down here, man. What do you want me to do? Got about 10 laps until pit stops. Hopefully Ken Schrader took out Jeff Gordon somehow. Kenny Irwin's not letting me by. Gonna wait for Kenny Irwin to make a mistake, I guess. This isn't good, man. I need to get around him. Look at that move. Okay, Dale Jr. I should anticipate that by now. We're about 6-7 laps from pit stops. Thankfully, the final round of pit stops. Dale Jr.'s for position. Mark Martin's probably going to be for position. Ricky Rudd's up there for position. Bobby Labonte. I see Matt Kenseth. Yeah, I figured LW Wright was a lap down. Thanks for the update. Nope. Just too tight right now. Too tight. Might have just saved my season right there. This is insane. Where are we at? Lap 79. I'm pitting next time by.
Clear.
And then it might work to my benefit.
Car high. Clear. Hold on, brake. Now, turn, hold on. Watch your speed. Watch your speed now. Watch your speed now.
It's a real good pit road entry there. Okay, turn off the damage.
Careful. Don't fix that damage. Tires all the way around this time. We'll leave the damage as it is. Go, 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 go.
Here we go.
Watch your speed now. Keep it on 4,000. 4,000.
Not hearing any other pit call-outs or anything, so I don't know when they're going to be pitting again.
Auto brake is now
Gotta
shut
be
off.
real careful now.
You've got a full car ahead.
You know what I love? I love this open track right now. This might be the win right here. If I can turn in some really good laps while everyone else is in traffic. Oh, man. It wasn't the strategy when I pitted early, just lucked out. I'm not going to say I pitted early either.
You've got a full car ahead.
But fast laps combined with not having to slow down because cars in front of me are pitting,
You're racing the 40 car.
there's a really good chance this, I don't know if this gets me the win, but it's going to get me up there with the,
You've got a full car ahead.
the leaders.
Clear.
All right, we know Kenny Irwin Jr. has pitted.
The 42 car is a lap down.
I know he's a lap down, but I also know he just came back on the track,
You're now in the top 20.
and he's killing me here.
Clear all around. Car
You
high.
got to go, man. You're just you're pinching me on down the bottom. Get out of here.
You're racing the car behind you. You've got a full car ahead.
All right. Well, I'm still seeing the same cars I was with before pit stops anyway. Mark Martin, we just passed.
That car in front of you is full.
God,
Okay, the leader is pitting now.
there's Jeff Gordon pitting right now, but he was back P20ish
You've got a full car ahead.
on that last run summary, so
You've got a car up high.
I'm not exactly sure where he's going to be
Clear high.
shaken out.
Clear. Car high. Clear all around.
All right, come on. I have Johnny Benson here. Just Darrell Waltrip. Yeah.
Clear. Clear all around.
All right, DW, if you're going to pass Junior, do it. Stop playing game. Okay, there you go. Look at this.
Got a full car down low. Car high.
Darrell Waltrip punching a hole in the field. Darrell Waltrip just gained us like 3 spots. And he's gonna
Clear. Clear all
wash up high.
The 11 car is a lap down.
So I'm gonna take that spot.
Okay. Tough. Back and fifth. That's the way to hustle. Keep digging.
I just heard P5. Rick Mast is 4 seconds ahead of me. That probably isn't accurate. I mean, there's no way what I just did was for the eventual win. But at the same time, I'm not seeing any big names up here. Yeah. All right, I'm P5. I'm 5 seconds behind Rusty. Oh, come on. What was that? This is tense stuff. All right. I thought I just passed Rick Mast. Oh no.
Don't forget, keep your eye on the gate.
Ooh, I never get that call out at Bristol. That must be
Clear high.
the front of my car beat up and temperatures are going up somewhere.
Cars are back down. Clear. 71 car. It's a lap down. 20 more laps. 20 more to go.
All
Clear.
right, I see Rick Mast. Yeah, I might not be winning this thing, but this is get whatever points I can. How many wrecks was I responsible for this race? I've actually lost track, and I'm not even kidding. So I got Ken Schrader. Jimmy Spencer. I don't think the Jimmy Spencer thing was my fault, though. Ken Schrader. I don't know. I'm about to take out Scott Pruitt. He just blocks me there.
This is intense stuff, folks. You know, this might be the most exciting racing ever on the internet. Dick, he's tracking him down. Look at him. He's 2.9 back. He was 5.2 back recently, or you know, when he was looking at his Dick Licker's ticker. Oh, folks, just a fun atmosphere here. Jeff Gordon, that absolute worm, has jumped up to P11, has survived everything. But Dale Jarrett having his bad day, that's good for Dick, although he was, you know, responsible adjacent for what happened to Dale Jarrett there. Dale Jarrett doesn't have a nickname, does he? He's just Dale Jarrett. Bobby Labonte doesn't have a nickname. Rick Mast has a nickname. It's called Get Out of the Way, because Big Dick is coming.
All right, thanks for the run summary, Andre. I do have Rick Mast right here.
That car's a lap down.
If these cars don't make me do it, Terry Labonte. Go up the track. There you go.
Clear.
Great run for the Big Daddy. Whatever that is.
The 41
Ford, maybe. Might have to give Rick Mast a bump and run here. He's not letting me pass him. All right, Mike Skinner and Bobby Labonte are up next, and I see him. Oh wait a minute, this is okay. Hang on. Oh, this is for the win right here. Dale Jarrett getting his revenge on me right now, though. Or he's going to punch a hole. He's going to get me this spot around Rusty Wallace, at least. I'm down here, Dale Jarrett. Yes, I am. 6 to go. Bobby Labonte and Mike Skinner. That's for the win. If I can get there.
Folks, the drama off the charts right now. Big Dick. This would be a miracle win. Really. Impressive. Ricky Rudd punching a hole past Elliott Sadler for Big Dick. I think we got 3 or 4 to go. Ricky Rudd being wild, though. Holding up Big Dick. Bobby Labonte up ahead trying to punch a hole underneath Kevin LePage. Big Dick's flying right now. Is Big Dick making a move here? He is, but he was afraid that they were 3 wide. Dick, I think you can do this, man. But don't be an asshole. Don't take anybody out. You basically got to bank on Bobby Labonte washing high in 3 and 4. And he didn't. Oh, shit. What'd you do, Dick? I don't think you won, Dick. You cheated a little bit going on the apron. They talked about it in the driver's meeting that you aren't allowed to do that.
I don't know what I was talking about, but being on the apron there. I wasn't on the apron. That just shows you how, like, frenetic. I thought I was down on the apron there across the start-finish line. It wasn't at all. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I know it was probably fun watching it, maybe. I don't know. But, you know, looking back, it was a lot of fun running this. It's, you know, it's Bristol. Couldn't get the Cialis erections put in there. It's just too chaotic. I couldn't get the Cialis getting their shout outs for those top 10 erections because we had Dale Jarrett and we had Tony Stewart both wreck. And then, where'd Andre go? I thought Andre was going to be here. He's not. We'll talk about Andre, though. No, we'll talk about Andre now. I'll try to remember not to talk about what he's wearing because I have it green screen set up where I have to change it every time what he's wearing, and I'm not going to do that. AI wouldn't. AI would change how he looks. But yeah, Andre's not here in the studio right now. Yeah, the Dale Jarrett got caught up in the Jimmy Spencer thing. Jimmy Spencer thing didn't look like my fault. And then later on, Tony Stewart, I think Jeremy Mayfield wrecked. Yeah, Jeremy Mayfield wrecked and Tony Stewart hit him. And whenever I was driving through there, Ward Burton was just held up behind Tony Stewart. So that's why Ward Burton, I was hoping he was going to finish down there with Tony Stewart, but Ward Burton just was able to right the ship, get caught up, and finish P8. Jeff Gordon finished P10. He just steadily made his way up the field there at the end of the race. During the first field run summary, I got into the back of God when everybody got jammed up, and that's what led to the front of my car being really destroyed. The Ken Schrader thing, I don't know. I started learning / remembering how they run here. So I was giving them more room at the end of the race because I didn't want to spin out myself. But yeah. And I don't know where Elliott Sadler got damage. I mean, I could go find it in the replay, but no. Not sure where he got beat up. Neither Joe Nemechek. I don't remember seeing where Joe Nemechek got destroyed, but I might be wrong. Kenny Wallace was mechanical. Bill Elliott, yeah, those were just DNFs where they just went off the track. So that's Jeff Bodine. I thought that was Brett Bodine at DNF. So I guess it was Jeff Bodine. Just chaos. But we survived Bristol. We'll take a look at the points at the beginning of the next race, which is going to be Darlington, and it's the Southern 500. I'm probably bringing that difficulty down a peg If you remember, the Darlington race early this season was crazy. But I don't know though, because I think that was the new, quote unquote, new Darlington, where I hadn't, it's like the N99 Darlington. I don't know. Trust me, the Darlington race will be good and fair and even. And then we go to Richmond, Loudon, Dover. I should probably just put the schedule here at the end. I don't know. All right, hey, thanks for everybody checking out the videos. I know, it's a very small community here. I know there's a handful of people leave comments. I'll appreciate it. I'm glad everyone, just a simple, I laughed here, I laughed there, I enjoyed this. That's it. That's what it's all about. Don't expect you to be like chuckling and to have the whole video have your full attention, but if you just get that one little chuckle or something out of this, then good. Yeah, but what I talk about and like talking about Big Dick and talking about Dick Lickers, race cams, and all these little things I say, I'm pretty sure YouTube, now that everything gets auto-transcribed and you can put auto captions on things, pretty sure they have like crawlers that look for stuff like that. And even though it's allowed, that kind of language on YouTube, they don't necessarily promote, they don't necessarily put that stuff into the algorithms, so into people's suggested videos. Like if your algorithm is NASCAR and pro wrestling, like eventually you may get suggested this video, and that's probably what happened to some people that are watching this now. Like 90s wrestling and 90s NASCAR, yeah. And yeah, it might be just a very small community. But I'm glad people are having fun with it. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.